goes on, the beat goes on.
Well, folks, it's been a tough week in the fight for civil rights for fathers. Starting Monday morning, I was in court fighting against Judge Reich and the demonic relations lawyers, explaining to them how they can't always represent women against men, how that's not in the best interest of the children. Away this morning, the court of Judge Reich to battle it out with the demonic relations lawyer and Wendy Fufu, and the judge. Sad, buddy. We're gonna hit him hard. By Monday night, I went to a gay, lesbian, and transgender event to simply ask, how can we get the rights that you've got? Of the legislators fighting for that. So how that works.
The beat goes on.
And I live in the city. And
person is from? Do you know that person? Do you know somebody who lives in that district? You know, maybe you don't get that amendment withdrawn, but at least harass them. Make them feel bad about what they're doing. You know, I mean...
Gender, if you're being discriminated against, you believe on the basis of your gender,
Yes.
being male, then that's a covered protected class.
so if people tell us, if most people are of the opinion that males are not protected, they're not a protected
That's
class,
not true.
fathers,
They
that's
are.
not true.
I mean, white people are protected too. We get a lot of claims, race-based claims from Caucasian people. So you are protected as a man,
Do
absolutely.
you fathers as far as civil rights? What happens to fathers in the courts? And
Such as what?
false accusations of PFAs being thrown out of their house.
Let's go.
Are you her?
No, you're just a pain in the ass.
Or a pain in the ass? So if I was lesbian or gay, would you be concerned about my civil rights more than because I'm a father? Is that what it is? Hello. So Louise, how can we get you to be as concerned about fathers as you are about lesbians and gays?
I'm concerned about all citizens, okay?
What about
Doesn't matter
fathers?
who you are. I'm concerned.
Will you stand up for the civil rights of fathers? Excuse me, sir, you're in my way. Excuse me, sir.
Don't push me.
Well, sir, you're
Don't
in my
push
way.
me.
Who are you? Who are you? You're touching me, sir. Hey, buddy.
Don't push me.
Who are you, Bobo? Who's clowning you? Who's clowning you, buddy? I want fathers to have the same rights as gays. I'm asking these people why don't
Stop
they...
pushing!
Look, buddy, you're
Stop
pushing me.
Stop
Who's
pushing.
I'm standing in the same position. What's going on, Jim? Tell us.
Dude, why don't you just leave him alone? Do yourself a favor, take your camera and go somewhere.
Who are you, dude?
Somebody that doesn't want to hear some person talking a bunch of bullcrap about a lawyer.
Well, drift off. Drift off. Anyways, Jim, can you tell me why you were at Wendy Flanders'
Why
hearing?
don't you leave him alone?
Why don't you drift off, mister?
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Do yourself a problem. Just because you got some camera and you think you're some high little thing trying to get information that you're not
don't
going to
bother me. I don't know you.
Go somewhere.
Hey, Jim, tell me. Why were you at Wendy Flanders' trial?
Leave my lawyer alone.
Oh, you're a lawyer.
Yes.
Are you his protector?
I will be if you don't soon get
Look,
it out of
you
his
got
face.
really bad breath, dude.
I don't give a
And
fuck
you should
what I
step
got.
aside. Because
Why,
at
dude,
this
you're
point in
gonna do
time...
something?
Well, I guess I'm going to have to call a sheriff and get you arrested.
Well,
Put
call
down
him.
soon.
Because you being in his face is called harassment.
Well, who are you? You a cop?
I can be
Back
one.
off, Jack. You get
No.
me? Step back, my man.
No. Go
I think he
get the
wants to
sheriff.
dance.
You want to go dance?
Are
We'll
you
go
gay?
outside. We're
What are
going
you
to
doing? What are
find
you
out
doing
when
so
we
close to
walk
me,
up.
bud?
Come
You
on.
step on out. If I'm not there in 10 minutes, you start without me, big tough guy.
Yeah, I'll step on outside because you're going to end up getting hurt.
Somewhere an organ grinder is missing his monkey.
If you don't get that camera out of my face, I'm gonna have a problem with you.
Out of your face. I'm all the way over here. Wednesday, I'm standing in front of the court talking to a man and his mother, and he gets called back into the courtroom and loses custody of his daughter for talking to me.
He said, Parsons said to me, and Savoca said, are you going to pursue some sort of action with Daddy Justice? And I said, no, I don't even know the guy.
That was in the conference?
That was in the conference.
Okay.
I never saw you before, except for on your website.
Right.
So, and we talked one time. I called you about a month ago as I was going into this.
Okay.
And I said, I talked to the guy one time. Of course, when Savoca saw me with you downstairs, he's like, oh my gosh, this guy has something going on. Like a crybaby, runs back upstairs in the Parsons, and she flips out because I was standing outside talking to you. That's the story. Well, I walked down the hallway into the room, and Miss Parsons was standing there, and she looked at me pretty sternly, and you said, I thought you didn't have anything to do with Daddy Justice. I said, I don't. I said, I just talked to the guy one time on the phone, and she says, well, this kind of ruins your credibility. I'm going to recommend that we send this to the judge. And I'm going to, she said, give me the decision paper I had, and I'm going to revoke this right now and recommend to the judge that it goes to a full hearing and you don't get your custody.
Wow. How did that make you feel?
Well, it made me feel terrible.
Could you believe that she could do that to you for talking to a father's rights advocate in front of the courthouse?
Yeah, I thought I was in China there for a second.
Tell you, that's just for talking to me. If you have dinner with me, you're done forever.
Thursday, Brian Cutler, House of Representatives member, tosses me out of his legislative breakfast after I got a postcard inviting me and called RSVP.
And the beat goes on. The beat goes on.
Got the mean ass look from that guy who's just talking to Brian Cutler.
I do want to address one issue right from the beginning, and I know Mr. Vonderheide's here for parental rights. Ben, I politely asked you not to film the event because I think that it will inhibit the discussion. You do not have my permission to videotape me, and I don't know how everyone else here feels. I'm certainly willing to let them voice their opinions as well, and I would kindly ask you to turn off your camera, but you do not have my permission.
Just so we understand, you would do that for WJL if they were here?
Yes, because I think this is a constituent event and one that should be free discussion amongst the constituents.
Dude, get out of the way of my camera. Don't touch my equipment, dude.
You're in my building, so don't talk to me.
I'm leaving your building. Listen, I'm here to talk about civil rights, and I'll be thrown out. No problem, I'm out. Here we are Friday, where we learn another lesson on the integrity of the Lancaster City Police Department. Well, hello, folks. We're heading in today to the Lancaster City Police Department. We're going to check out today the package that was given to a number of retirees. They said no, press, not a public affair. They bought their own tickets, and we're not allowed to go up and ask them about the special pension deal they got. But, c'est la vie. No surprise there, is there? They said that the tickets were $7, everybody paid their own. I said, well, I'll buy a ticket. They said, no, ticket is available to you, Mr. Vonderheide. It's a private event. Private event being held on the 4th floor of the county paid, city paid police department. Did you happen to cover the retirement party?
Yes.
Because I just got thrown out and they said there was no press.
They told me they made a mistake. They didn't know you didn't have your press release with you. I did. So they said, oh, they're like, we just sent someone away. We didn't mean to, but they didn't know. So you should be able to get it
Happens
now.
to me all the time. Thanks, man. Captain Skiles made the decision. He told me he personally is blocking me from having anyone else speak at this point in time to me about it. He said it's a private party by invitation only, period. And I was not invited. I said, what about the guy from Fox 43 that I just saw leaving? He said it's a private party by invitation only, period. I said it's not a private party if you invite Fox 43. And I told him that civil rights violations are occurring right now and he's perpetrating them against me and I want to talk to his superior officer. He refused. He took full responsibility for blocking me out of there again to this moment, even after he knows I saw 43 come and go. Recently, one of the judges' law clerks said to me, Ben, can't you hear from the back row of the courtroom? Just because the women's rights people are in the front row of the courtroom? And I said, well, sure. But couldn't the people in Selma, Alabama get to where they were going on the back of that bus? Yeah, they could. Right now, dads are on the back of every bus. And I wait here, but I've been here 5-10 minutes, and no one's come out to tell me they made a mistake, and I'm invited in. Surprise, 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 Shazam! As Gomer would say. Daddy Justice. Waiting for Godot. Signing off. Stay tuned. If you don't see a civil rights violation, just keep tuning in. You're half blind, but don't worry. We'll keep working on you. Stay tuned and tune in. Same dad time, same dad channel, same bad time, same bad channel. Daddy Justice. Signing off.
And the beat goes on.
Yes, the beat goes on.
And the beat goes on.
And the beat goes on.
The beat goes on.